All right. Well, welcome everyone, all 12 of you who logged in for our Small Fries orientation slash informational webinar. Normally we like to do this in person, but unfortunately, given the circumstances, we didn't really know if we would have time to do that, given that we're hoping to start the programs up as soon as we can, and we were supposed to have it going this week. So we have a couple people on the line that I'm going to introduce first before they have to head off and do other things on this beautiful Saturday. So I'm going to share my screen and then, well, actually, no, I won't share my screen just yet. But we'll just do some quick intros and then we will get into the nitty gritty of everything that I want to talk about as far as the program is concerned. So if I haven't met you, I think I've met a lot of you, but my name's Lindsay Fry. I have been the director and one of the head coaches for Small Fries for 3 or 4 years now. We love this program. It's something that, I never had growing up as a kid here in Arizona. It's a great way to help girls gain their confidence and just a great way to build the girls hockey ecosystem starting at some of the youngest ages. So I am really excited to be involved again and hopefully will be for a long time. I know Coach Katie is on the phone, so you probably can't see her, but we'll have Coach Katie McGovern introduce herself next.
Cool. Thanks, Lindsay. Hey, everyone. This is Coach Katie. This is going to be my 3rd year coaching Small Fries. I love it. It's a great opportunity for all the girls to learn to skate together and everything. So hopefully we can get started with that soon. I'm so excited to meet you all. And I also coach an older team in our association, the 16 team. But yeah, I can't wait to get on the ice with you guys and meet you all soon, hopefully.
Awesome. And then we are adding another head coach for this season, the wonderful Erin Kane.
Yes. So my name is Erin Kane. I'm also in charge of the development program for Kachinas, which is why I've been involved in Small Fries. I think this is my 3rd summer now, so super excited about that. But the Small Fries, kind of the next step would be to go into our Kachinas development program. So that's why I just wanted to introduce myself. I'll be around the rink, very excited to meet you all and be a part of this. Yeah, hopefully it gets going soon.
No kidding. And then I also wanted to introduce Coach Christina Kehoe. She's going to be our 8U, 10U combo development coach for both Scottsdale and Chandler. And I really wanted her to be on the call because ultimately she will probably be coaching a lot of your kids next year.
Yep. I'm Christina. This will be my 2nd summer coaching Small Fries. And I'm also just really excited to get the season going. And I'm also the director of marketing and social media for the Kachinas as well. So if you see tweets and social posts, say hi, give us a like. That's what I like. So.
Awesome. All right. Well, I will get going here, sharing my screen with the slideshow. So coaches, thank you so much for logging on. And if you want to stay on, you're more than welcome to. If not, then that's good too. All right, let's see. Christina, do I have to change presenters? Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Katie, are you still on? Okay. So hopefully, I just want to make sure you guys can see this. Can someone just write in the chat, yes, if you can see the slideshow? That would be really helpful.
We can see it, Linz, or at least I can see it.
Okay, awesome.
Assuming they can.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll stay on.
That's all you're seeing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is that all you're seeing? Just the slideshow?
We see the slideshow, and then you're in the top little. So yeah, we could see you both.
Okay, good. As long as nothing's blocking it. All right. So we just went through our coaches, but just to give you a little bit about our background, because we didn't really touch on that, something we're really proud about with our coaching staff and just some of the women that we have involved is the fact that we have a really diverse group of women with a lot of different backgrounds. So, all three of us, Katie, Erin, and myself, have played Division I hockey. Katie's played for the NWHL, played pro. I've had the opportunity to play for Team USA. And so for us, and then we've got a lot of people in our association who have played at the Division III NCAA level, as well as some coaches who have played ACHA. So it's a really diverse group of women who have, a lot of hockey experience, a lot of hockey knowledge to share. And all three of us are local, so we love giving back to our community and helping your kids. So what is Small Fries? Most of you from the emails have probably a good idea, but ultimately what we're trying to do, this is a program that is fully funded. All of the additional stuff, the gear, the cool swag that the kids are going to get, you guys are primarily paying for some of the ice time, and that's it. It's a really, really low cost program considering everything that comes with it, and that's because it's funded by the NHL and the NHLPA. We're here to build confidence, help build your daughter's skill set, and ultimately we want them to take that with them for the rest of their lives. The reason this program started is because we saw a large drop-off in kids who were going through, or girls, I should say, who were going through Little Howlers. And after Little Howlers, they maybe didn't like playing with the boys, they didn't like the male coaches, or just didn't really feel comfortable. So we wanted to provide them with a safe environment. Kind of touched on this already, but really trying to build that confidence. We want to provide as many female role models as possible. So we have never had a male coach on the ice for this program. We have nothing against male coaches, but we really want this to be a girls-only space, create that sense of community for the girls, and ultimately, this is the beginning of a much larger pathway for girls hockey that we will get into in a second. Dates and locations. So this webinar is really kind of meant for both the people who have already signed up for Small Fries as well as a few who are maybe still considering signing up. So some of you already have these details, but once the rinks open up, which we certainly hope is sooner rather than later, we will be at 6:50 p.m. At AZ Ice Arcadia on Tuesdays, and Saturdays at Ice Den Chandler at 3:45. The reason we did it this way, in the past we've tried to keep it all at one rink, but we found that we wanted to make sure that kids from Central Phoenix or from the West Valley really had an opportunity to participate as well, and we knew that if we just put it at Ice Den Chandler, or vice versa, just put it at AZ Ice Peoria, then we would struggle to be able to get girls from around town. So we chose a later time on a weeknight in a more central location so more girls would be able to participate, and we were able to get the ice on Saturdays at Chandler. So really the whole goal with that was we just wanted to provide access and allow kids from all over the valley to participate in this program. So the strides and the cost. When we say strides, that basically just means sections of the program, and we're obviously going to have to adjust the length of those strides given that our summer ice time is getting shortened this year. But the first stride is really all about individual skill development. So we're going to have girls coming in from different ages. Most of them have gone through Little Howlers, but some of them, are a little more advanced than others. The first stride is really about just getting everybody to a point where they feel really comfortable and confident on their skates. We're teaching them stick handling. We're teaching them shooting. We're just giving them the building blocks that they're going to need to be able to start going into the second stride. The second stride is more focused on team skills. We do things like body contact, which is a lot of fun. We start them early, kind of get them over that fear of bumping into people and getting knocked down, work on passing. Very, very, very basic positioning type stuff, nothing too advanced there. And then the third stride is a lot of fun because we basically mimic what a house league program would look like, or if your daughter wants to continue playing girls hockey, what a Kachinas development week would look like. So Tuesday night will be basically a skills practice where they'll recap what they learned in the first and the second stride. And then on Saturdays, they're actually going to play a game. We shrink the ice. We use some barriers. So they're not playing on a full ice sheet. They play more like how mites play. And we separate the teams out based on skill level. And we kind of evaluate that throughout the program. Like I said, we try to keep these about 6 to 7 weeks each. We may have to go down to 3 or 4 weeks for each of these. But it really is meant to be a progression, and that third stride is really designed to help them transition into a house league so that they're ready to go and they're ready to play. So pricing, a lot of you probably have already seen this, and many of you have already registered, which is great. This is the current pricing structure, and it's basically you're paying per stride, or you can pay for the full summer package and get a discount. The other benefit, which I'll get into in a second, with the full summer package is if you buy that, you also get a free set of equipment with it. So your value is really in buying that full summer package for sure. But we did want to have the strides broken up as options just in case, you know, a kid was really on the fence, did the first stride and absolutely hated it. We didn't want you to be on the hook for the whole program if she didn't want to be there. As far as updated pricing, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep it very similar as far as what the pricing ratios are for the original program. And we're just going to adjust it based on how shortened the program becomes based on when the rinks reopen. So we're going to try to make sure that once we have that out, we're going to communicate it to everybody who registered. Our registration is closed right now for anybody on the call who has not registered yet, because we didn't want to take your money when we don't know what we're charging you yet. So as soon as we have a better idea, we'll be doing 2 things. One, we'll be appropriately refunding anybody who has signed up for the program already. And then we'll also be communicating out that registration has reopened for any of you who have not yet signed up. If you decide that maybe you've only signed up for the first stride right now, but you're realizing, wow, I really want my kid to get that full set of gear, she's growing really quickly, just shoot me an email and I will definitely help switch that out so that you can get on to that full stride, that full summer package. What? Okay, sorry about that. So as far as the equipment is concerned, so we'll go into some of the details of that. So we call this the All Hers program. If any of you know Matt Schott, this is his brilliant naming. So it's the Hockey Equipment Replacement System. And the idea is that the girls can keep their set of equipment that they get, and it will become all hers. It's very similar gear to Little Howlers. The one exception is if you have 11 or 12-year-old who wasn't able to go through Little Howlers, or who maybe is a little bit bigger, we'll make sure that we get her the equipment that she needs, and it may or may not be that CCM equipment that they get during Little Howlers. The way that we do this is through a coupon system. So if you sign up for the whole program, all 3 strides, on your first day when you check in, your daughter will get a bunch of cool swag, and you'll also get this little coupon booklet. In there, it's going to have a different pieces of paper or tickets or coupons, whatever you want to call them, that you can rip out that has each piece of equipment. So it comes with a helmet, shoulder pads, elbow pads, gloves, pants, shin pads, skates. things like gear that goes underneath, we don't distribute because that's obviously really individual to the kid. But you'll have a coupon for each of those. You don't have to go get it all at once. You can kind of get it as your daughter needs it. But we do ask you to come have us sign it when you're ready to use it. You then take that to behind the mask. They prefer that you go to the Scottsdale location, but you can go to the Gilbert or the Peoria locations as well. You give them that coupon, and then they'll sign off on it, and that's kind of how we track that you've now cashed in on that coupon. When you do this, we do ask that you do return the old gear, or you donate her old gear. We understand that if your daughter, it's her very first pair of hockey skates, if you want to keep things for sentimental reasons, we're not going to force you to turn it in, but we are trying to build up a base of equipment so that we can do more things like try hockey for free and continue to grow the sport. But we're not going to force you to turn anything back in if you want to keep it. I know my grandpa made me some cool bookends when I was a kid out of my first pair of skates, so we totally understand that. The other thing I'll say is if you decide to go stride by stride, so let's say you pay for each stride individually, what we won't do is, like, if you decide after the second stride, like, oh, okay, I want to sign up for the third stride now, so give me my $100 discount. We're not going to do that, but we will honor, if you do stride by stride, we will honor the gear, and we'll give you that coupon book so you can go get that. With this, the only other piece is that when the program ends in August, you'll have about a month to use it. It's silly not to use it. Just go get the next size up, even if your daughter doesn't need it right now. But we do have to kind of track. I can't have you guys cashing in coupons in 2 years. So that's pretty much everything with the gear system. So our assistant coaches, like I said, all women, we're really proud of that. I was going to have this whole coaches section, but I wanted to give an opportunity for our other coaches to log off if they needed to. But as you can see in this picture, we have a lot of women on the ice helping out, and it's really a great experience for the kids to be able to see these female role models, as all of you parents probably already understand. We're super fortunate. Like I said, our leadership group has a lot of experience, but our assistant coaches are really great as well. We have women who play for ASU and GCU club programs. They come out a lot and work with our small fries, as well as even some high school players who are in our Kachinas elite program. So it's really a nice ecosystem. It's great because they come out, they coach the kids, and many of you will find that as they build these bonds with these college players, they're going to be wanting to go to ASU and GCU college games. And it's just a really fun family to be a part of, as you guys will soon learn. So I did want to talk a little bit about next steps, not to get too far ahead, but just so you guys kind of have an understanding of where your daughter might be going after this program. If you have a daughter who went through Little Howlers, hated playing with the boys, like it gave her a lot of anxiety, this will be really especially important for her. So the next step, as you heard our coaches talking about at the beginning, is Arizona Kachinas. So the Kachinas is really it's the only girls hockey association in the state of Arizona, and there's two aspects of it. We have the Kachinas Development Program and the Kachinas Elite Program, and I'll go into the details of that in a bit. But your daughters would be going into likely, unless they really excel in small fries, which is great, but likely they will go into the Kachinas Development Program. That is basically our house league. And I'll just go into the details now. So this upcoming season, we're going to have teams playing both in Easton, Scottsdale, and Easton, Chandler. The hope there is to make it more accessible for people who live in different parts of the valley, so we kind of have a north and a south option. We partner with the Easton house leagues. So your girls will be playing on a team with other girls, but they will still be playing against boys. We're doing something a little differently this year. Our 8U team was phenomenal last year, but we decided our other development teams struggled quite a bit. So we decided to create these combo teams. So we're going to have an 8U/10U combo team at both ISEN Scottsdale and ISEN Chandler. We'll also have a 10U/12U combo team at Scottsdale and Chandler. Basically, the reason we're doing that, and it's especially relevant for small fries players. So if you have a 10-year-old who's going to be going through this program who is a total beginner, it may be a better skill fit for her to play down at the 8U level next year. So we wanted to be able to give players that option so that we're really putting them in the best position to develop by having them play against the same skill level of players. Let's see, as far as the cost, so the base cost for development, just so you guys kind of have an idea if you're brand new to hockey, and to give you some perspective on kind of the value of small fries. So the Ice Dance House League, their base cost for any player that comes through, whether you're playing Kachinas or not, is $1,100. We have a lot of additional things that we provide for small fries, whether that be, we pay our coaches so we can get quality people. We offer, as you'll see up at the ice sessions per week, we offer an additional skill session for some of our older players each week. And we also give them a lot of swag. We want them to proudly wear the branding and really get that out there. So it will be, we're finalizing the budget, but it looks like it's going to be an additional $400 to $500 for girls to play on Kachinas development. So it'll likely be for this upcoming season. Again, there's a lot of unknowns, but it'll likely be around $1,600 for the entire season that starts in September, goes till about March. So as far as signing up for this, if you have friends who maybe have gone through small fries in the past, they will be doing their evaluations for development right at the beginning of summer. We've made sure to hold enough spots for everybody going through small fries so that you guys don't have to worry about your daughter going to those development evaluations. We'll kind of help place them as the summer goes on, and we'll make sure that you get the registration link and everything that you need. So that is all I have. So if you have any questions about the program, please, you can add them to the chat and I will take a look at them. So one of the questions that came in, are you able to use the coupon to upgrade to better gear? So unfortunately, no. The gear that you get, or the gear that they provide, which, like I said, is usually that CCM gear, is the gear that you get with that with this particular program. That's the gear that we provide from the NHL standpoint. So that's the gear that will come with it. Okay. Anything else? Doesn't look like I have any other questions. Will Alyssa Ayers be coaching? She better be. Her siblings are going to be out there. But yes, I definitely think we'll see Alyssa out there. We are going to have, this summer's a little funky because we're going to have our development summer program, our small fries program, and our Kachinas Elite program pretty much happening at the same time on Tuesdays and then Thursdays and Saturdays. You guys are not on Thursdays, so don't panic. So it'll be interesting how we're going to have to kind of rotate coaches around so that they all get to spend some time with each player. Is there a chance the season won't happen? I have no idea. I wish I had an answer. I think it'll become more clear. We're closely monitoring, as I'm sure everybody else is, what the governor is going to do as far as when April 30th hits or 31st, whatever it is, and kind of see. I mean, our plan is to honor the ice time that we've booked. So even if we don't start, for example, until July, we plan on still going with the program, and even if we have to shorten it to 8 weeks. But I wish I knew the answer to that. So, so you mentioned there would be an additional ice slot for girls, for some of the older girls, and that was the reason for the increased cost. What age level does that include? So that'll be our pretty much 10U or our 10U, 12U combo teams, and we're going to have one 12U, 14U combo team. So pretty much the kids who are playing at the squirt level and older, the mites will have a lower cost because they're not going to have that. But that's part of the increase in cost, is you're going to have access to that every week. The other piece, and I'm thankful that you asked this because I just remembered. So one of the cool things that we can do this year for Kachinas development is, because we're going to have teams in Chandler and in Scottsdale for the mite and the squirt divisions, we are hoping once a month to have them play against each other. So they are going to get some girls games. So that is an additional reason for the increase in cost, as well as, like I said, some of the swag that they get, and the coaching and some of the administrative stuff that we do that the Ice Den does not do. Okay. Anything else? All right. Well, it looks like those were all of the questions. I try to be extremely accessible. So if you do have any questions or concerns that pop up after this, please feel free to email me. You should all have my email. It's just lindsay.fry@arizonacoyotes.com. If you want to chat on the phone, feel free to shoot me an email. We'll set up a time to chat, and I'm more than happy to help. I know it's obviously a really weird time, a little stressful, a lot of things that we can't predict right now. So however I can be here for you guys and kind of help you through it, please let me know, and I'm happy to assist. So if there's nothing else, then I will let you guys go. I hope this was helpful, and I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. So thank you guys.